Hey there, Spurs fans. Before we dive into today's exciting updates on Tottenham, I need your help to hit a major milestone, 2,000 subscribers. Hitting that button not only supports the channel but also ensures you won't miss any future updates. Stay tuned until the end for all the details. Let's make this happen together. Now, let's get into it. The 1-0 defeat to Chelsea at Stamford Bridge was a bitter setback for Tottenham, especially as the team had moments where they could have come away with more from the game. Enzo Fernandez's goal early in the second half became the decisive factor in a match that played out tightly and tensely. The defensive fragility in the build-up to the goal was heavily criticised by Ange Postecoglou, who lamented conceding a very poor goal. This mistake, which came shortly after a balanced first half, ended up reflecting an ongoing issue in the team's recent performances, mistakes in crucial moments that cost them points. Before the goal, Tottenham had managed to keep the game under control, with the defence doing all it could to prevent Chelsea from asserting themselves. The great save by Guglielmo Vicario, which denied Jadon Sancho a goal, was one of the rare standout moments for Spurs in the first half. The goalkeeper made a crucial intervention, and his performance was one of the few positives for the team. However, despite some moments of good defensive organisation, Tottenham failed to threaten Chelsea's goal with the same intensity, exposing a lack of offensive creativity needed to break down the opponent's solid defence. Shortly after the break, the team saw Chelsea become more effective. Enzo Fernandez found himself completely unmarked in the small box, heading in to score the goal that would prove decisive. This moment was a clear reflection of Tottenham's defensive errors, as they failed to prevent the Chelsea players' run into the box. Although the team maintained a combative posture, it wasn't enough to stop the goal, and from that point, they struggled to reorganise. Once Chelsea went ahead, Tottenham had to chase the game but found themselves up against a defence that seemed increasingly difficult to break down. In response to the goal, Tottenham did try to react with intensity, creating a few dangerous situations. One of the most notable chances came from Pape Matar, who shot from outside the area and seemed to have scored the equaliser. However, the VAR ruled the goal out for a foul by Moises Caicedo, frustrating both the team and their manager. The review of the incident was further proof that Tottenham was not getting the luck they needed in crucial moments. If the team was already struggling to impose themselves in attack, seeing a goal ruled out in such a manner only increased the feeling that victory was slipping further away. Despite the setback on the scoreboard and the challenges faced throughout the match, Tottenham had at least one more clear opportunity to equalise. In the 88th minute, Brennan Johnson surged down the right and crossed for Heung-min Son, who appeared at the far post to finish on goal. The shot seemed destined for the left corner of Robert Sanchez's goal, but the Chelsea goalkeeper made an impressive save, preserving his team's lead and securing all 3 points. The incident was a perfect example of what Tottenham endured throughout the match, moments of near success, but always frustrated by some detail that prevented the team from turning the game around. In his post-match analysis, Ange Postecoglou acknowledged that despite the defeat, there were positive aspects to take away. The manager emphasized the fight and effort shown by his players, who, even in the face of adversity, did not give up. The team showed determination to try and equalize until the final minutes, which, according to the manager, should be valued. However, he was also candid in recognizing that Tottenham can no longer afford such basic mistakes, like the one that led to the opponent's goal, if they want to compete at the desired level. The fact that the team stayed focused and continued to pursue the equaliser, despite the difficulties, was a sign of resilience, but the key details need to be improved for the team to secure positive results. Now, Tottenham has another chance to bounce back at home on Sunday, against Southampton. Postecoglou has a great opportunity to correct the mistakes from the last match and ensure that the team shows a more aggressive and effective approach, especially in the attacking department. The manager believes the effort and commitment from the players are there, but greater efficiency in finishing and avoiding simple defensive errors are necessary. The team needs to regroup and address these issues to prevent further distancing from the top of the Premier League table. The game against Southampton is, therefore, a crucial moment in the season, and Postecoglou is fully aware that more than just effort is needed, chances must be taken, and mistakes in decisive moments must be corrected. What Tottenham needs now is to show that they have learned from the lessons at Stamford Bridge and can be more assertive in games like this. With more consistency in their finishing and a more alert defence, the team has the potential to fight for better results. The time for adjustments is short, but the challenge against Southampton presents an opportunity to get back on track for victory, improve collective performance, and avoid the season being dragged down by further disappointments. The defeat against Chelsea, while disappointing, also serves as a reminder of the level of competition Tottenham faces in the Premier League. The tight nature of the game demonstrated that the margin between success and failure is incredibly thin, and it is in these fine details, such as defensive lapses, missed chances, and the inability to capitalize on key moments, that games are often decided. For Postecoglou and his players, this loss highlights the need for sharper focus and better decision-making under pressure. It's clear that while the team has the right attitude and fighting spirit, the next step is to translate that determination into a more polished and clinical performance, ensuring that such near misses do not continue to haunt them as they move forward in the season. After Tottenham's defeat to Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, it's vital to take a step back and thoroughly reflect on the performance, especially from the fans' perspective. Despite showing some promising moments, Tottenham fell short of securing a better result. The defense, which had been relatively solid up until Chelsea's goal, ultimately faltered at a crucial moment. Tottenham's defensive lapse during the build-up to Enzo Fernandez's goal raised concerns about their ability to maintain consistency at the back. Were the defenders strong enough to cope with the pressure of a high-caliber opponent like Chelsea? This lapse in concentration left fans questioning whether the team's defensive setup needs more refinement or if this was simply a case of individual errors that can be avoided moving forward. While defensive lapses were a major issue, Tottenham's attacking performance also failed to impress. There were moments of promise, such as Pape Matarsa's disallowed shot, but the team struggled to create consistent pressure and carve out clear chances against Chelsea's defense. Tottenham's attacking play seemed to lack the intensity and creativity needed to truly threaten Robert Sanchez's goal. Fans are left wondering whether the team's attacking tactics are clear and well executed or if the squad simply lacks the necessary individual brilliance to break down solid defenses. Is there a need for a tactical adjustment, or do individual players need to step up and deliver more in moments like these? Another talking point is Ange Postecoglou's decisions throughout the game, particularly his substitutions. The coach made a number of tactical changes in an attempt to alter the course of the match, but did these moves have the desired impact? The timing and execution of these substitutions are vital factors to consider, as fans often have unique insights into how these decisions may have influenced the flow of the game. Did Postecoglou manage to provide the spark needed to get Tottenham back on track, or were the changes insufficient to challenge Chelsea's dominance? With the game slipping away, fans are left asking whether more could have been done to give the team a fighting chance. Finally, Tottenham did show determination after conceding the goal, fighting until the very end in hopes of a comeback. However, the question remains, did they display enough composure and focus in those crucial moments? Fans' perspectives on Tottenham's mental strength and resilience are critical to understanding whether the team can improve in these high-pressure situations. Could the team have done more to avoid leaving Stamford Bridge with another defeat, or was it simply a matter of the game slipping away from them at key moments? By examining the technical, tactical, and emotional aspects of the match, we gain deeper insight into what needs to be done to improve Tottenham's performance moving forward and to ensure they don't repeat such disappointments in future fixtures. Before we jump back in, here's a quick challenge for you: help us hit that massive milestone of 2,000 subscribers. Smash the like button and subscribe now. Your support keeps the content flowing and the community growing. Let's hit this goal together.